Hello everyone, this is a Tokit Omni Cook, and I am going to try to make my first dish with it. I'm going to see let's turn it on first. Now I don't have all of the attachments, they haven't all arrived yet, so that will be coming later. So here there are some of the attachments. So this is the basket that comes inside. Okay, now it's on. This is the whisk. Okay, click to connect to the network. Alright, and we are on. So here we can kind of see, well actually I'm not sure how well you guys can see. Alright, so, but maybe we can move so that you can see a little better. Here is the screen and some of the tutorials and stuff, main course, blah blah blah. So like it has all of the recipes you can make here. Now do keep in mind that some of these recipes do require all of the attachments, including like the steaming attachments and such, which are not included in the base model. So what we see here, these are the things that are included in just the base model, and the lid also has a little measuring cup. Okay. Alright, so for me today, I'm going to do a carbonara. So, let's go back. So it's telling me there's a 50-minute cook time, prep and cook time, and it will tell me the servings for how many people, which ones we will need. So simmering baskets is this one. Yeah, so scraper. I mean, you could just use your own spatula, but that spatula comes with it anyways, and the measuring spoons as well. And then the ingredients: Parmesan cheese, pecorino cheese, water, salt, yada yada. So, of course, these are the steps, but it will walk you through the steps. It's just a preview of what you're going to need, so that you know whether you can cook it or not, whether you got everything at home. It's nothing like trying to start a recipe and not having stuff. So okay, so now I'm gonna hit start. Okay, and so first thing is it wants me to measure out the cheeses. So it has a weight. It has a
weighing reset.
Now this machine is from Hong Kong, so yeah, the app has a Hong Kong accent in English, which is interesting, but it's all good. It's interesting. Even if I push on the counter, it actually registers. I'm not sure how it works, but yeah. So anyways, I'm gonna stop moving you guys. I'm gonna just get to it, and so I'm gonna make some cheese. Let's see. And use that too. Parmesan 60 grams. So I guess I should have got this stuff ready before I started to show you the video, but silly. Where is my Parmesan? Oh, there you are. Okay, so let's do 60 grams. Just like stuff beside it. And
waiting reset.
yeah, 60 grams Parmesan. So we'll go with about 30 grams. Not half pecorino, but so I'm just using cheese. And this cheese is frozen, so should be fine. I'm gonna chop her up. Now I'm not really. I'll just follow the instructions. My gut tells me I should start boiling pasta on my own, but let's just go.
Waiting reset.
30 grams, 14. Oh, that's not very much, is it? Okay. Oh, there's 30 grams. Alright, next step. Moving steps, you can choose to use the dial, which you just kind of dial it, or you can use the screen, just like most devices. Okay, so this is going to, I guess, blitz it for 10 seconds.
Start cooking. No parts detected.
Oh, yeah, so I didn't properly close the lid, so it knows that. That's good.
Start cooking.
Alright. Now we're going to add about a liter of water and a teaspoon of salt. Let's see. I guess I don't have to take this off. Let's just take this one off here. So,
Waiting reset.
and a teaspoon, so they do have a little handy dandy teaspoon. So this is a quarter teaspoon, half teaspoon. Okay. Anyone wondering why I'm wearing a toque? Because I don't want to show my bald ass head. now it's going to cook. So set for 10 minutes. It's going to bring it up to 100 degrees. And of course there's blades in there, but it also uses it to stir. So it's going to stir at a low speed.
Start cooking.
Tap and start. Alright, so that's 10 minutes. So I will, I guess, doing these kind of videos, this is the first time making a video on this camera as well, so I'm unsure if I can, how to pause. I'll figure it out. And we are back. We are done with that process, and it's telling me to remove the measuring cup here. Okay, carefully as it's hot. So it heats up, it cooks in here as well. Just FYI. Okay, and we are off to the next step, which is putting in apparently spaghetti. I am not doing spaghetti, I'm doing macaroni. I don't have any spaghetti. 350 grams. Alright, there we go. Okay, and it's going to cook for another 10 minutes. I don't know how how to actually pause and save more time, but I'm just going to let the video run as it goes. About the same. It's going to cook for 10 minutes, and at 100 it's going to stir slowly. Yes. How that works with the spaghetti, I'm not very sure, but yeah. Oftentimes there's a picture or sometimes a video at the top here. Yeah, they'll show you the steps. This one just shows a picture because it's pretty self-explanatory how to put pasta into the machine. While you guys were away, I did prepare some stuff to save you guys from watching me just look for stuff endlessly. So, welcome to my kitchen, by the way, guys. Yeah, this is my kitchen. It's a small kitchen. I plan to remove this all out. Well, the whole kitchen's gonna get revamped. I already got appliances out in the dining room, waiting for installation, and they basically gotta wait until there's actually room. All these old appliances and stuff is all going out. Yeah, I'm gonna tear down that wall so that's it's more open and just make the place feel bigger and be able to talk to people when they come over and watch TV. I mean, I have the Google Nest Hub, so I can always watch some stuff there or stream directly from my phone, whatever. But and it's just nice to have more space. Most of the stuff is going to be on this side, so the side I'm on will kind of remain a counter space, and yeah, all the way up to the wall. Yeah. We're going to tear down this section of this because it's just the water heater, and I'm going to get rid of that and put in a tankless one. It's already bought, and it'll be up on the top, and the new fridge will be kind of in this location. So can't wait to have that done. You know, still kind of waiting for some of our other furniture. Like we have that out in the dining area because the dining set hasn't even arrived. Got no table. Half of our sofa arrived, but yeah, gotta wait till the end of the month till the second half arrives, and it's still somewhere. And the girls have been using it already this morning. So, well, it's a pretty nice day outside today. I guess I can. I guess the window's kind of closed. Not closed, but hard to see outside. So this is kind of our area. It's pretty nice out here. It's quite a few apartment buildings in this area actually. You can probably see some of them over there, and the closest one there is what ours looks like. There's about, I don't know, maybe nine or so buildings that look like that here. Like we have our three just in this parking lot. But yeah, and the main shopping area is there to the left. It's about half an hour walk. About I don't know, 5-10 minutes or so bike. So definitely a 5-minute drive. Just do some shopping, so it's nice and convenient out here. Yeah. Also nice and close to the ocean, so that's always good. Oh, and you guys are talking to a window. Sorry about that. Oh. I don't know if that stopped or not. No. I don't know what I did, but I think it's still on. Alright, so we're kind of halfway through whatever process it's doing now, which I assume it's just cooking the pasta. I'm gonna have to put garlic in, but I'm unsure. Oh, by the way, these recipes you can change them up like with that time, like before you start it, like each section you can adjust it to what you need. You just tap on it and use the dial to up and down. Pretty simple. Yeah, this garlic, I'm unsure if I'm supposed to chop it up or whether it's going to chop it up, so I'm just leaving it whole at the moment. If you guys are wondering, you guys are actually perched atop my coffee maker. Looks a little bit weird. So I can actually see the video feed on my phone, but it's compressed, so it looks a little bit pixelated on my phone, which it won't on the video. It's just so that you can get an idea of what's happening. That's why I keep looking down there instead of over there, because I'm not a YouTuber. Well, since I've got 3 minutes and I'm not doing other things, you could totally be cooking other things. I got the whole package. I got a second one of these, and so like if I don't know whether it's actually a case. I haven't seen it in any of the recipes, but if they call for like making one part, like maybe a sauce in one, and then having to rinse it out. Uh, I just have two, so I don't have to rinse it out and like just be transferring. That was my thought process, but I don't. I think the creators have really made it so that things are easy. At least these recipes are easy to use in this way. Um, yeah, so there's a steamer basket that goes on top of here. It's a big basket for steaming different things, whether it's uh, making steamed buns like Chinese food or poached poached eggs. So I've seen it actually. It seems to come up fairly often, a lot more often than I actually anticipated with the steamer basket when I was kind of perusing through the recipes. Um, so those other accessories you can add on as you like. You know, each each accessory like as its own thing. I just chose to get the whole shebang. You know. Alright, so we've got a minute and 30 seconds. Yeah, I do like that it tells us that how exactly how long it'll take. Um, and it'll beep at you once each step is done. Controls the temperature like exact. So you can also do like the sous vide, like if you like doing sous vide stuff. Um, in here it has a whole section on that. It's got a pre-clean cycle. It's got the weighing. It's got blitzing, smoothies, grinding meat. Um, those are like it. This, so far, I mean, those are the promises it makes so far. It's so good. It's been pretty powerful. Um, so the, and I think it looks slick. Yeah, so I like it. They are having troubles with the shipping though. Like I did have to wait 3 months just for this, and I've still got to wait till next month sometime for the rest of my accessories. So do keep that in mind. um, I did not expect that. I guess I mean I'm having the same problem with buying a car, so it is what it is. All right, so please remove the measuring cup again at the top and put it down there. Okay, and we're going to the next part. So place garlic clove in the mixing bowl. So nope, just whole thing. Boom. I'm only putting a little bit, actually a third of what it asked for because when I put in the cheese, I didn't realize that it's actually garlic cheese, so it's already got garlic. So it is. I'm just putting in that much. Yeah, and next, press and control the knob and chop for 3 seconds. Aha! So that is strange. Okay, so I've already put it into the mixing bowl. So my fault. I was supposed to empty that out before putting it in, and then it just wants it chopped. So you can chop it in there. I think it just makes more sense to just do it by hand since there's only one little thing of garlic. Okay, so let's take this off. Okay. Alright. I'm gonna need a spoon. Let's see what we got here. put it back here. Alright, so need to empty this out. I'm just going to empty it into this pot because I don't know where else to put it. And this is what it's kind of looking like. I don't know if pecorino cheese melts differently, but this one is not melting that great. But I do love me some cheese. I'm actually going to be putting in a little bit of something to deal with the stringiness of this cheese, because this is what cheese does. I like to say this is a foolproof kind of cooking machine, but it really isn't foolproof. Like looking at what the results so far, I already know the mistakes that the recipe has in it. I would have done the macaroni / pasta separately. I also know how to do it this way as well, and I think it's too much water. But let's just follow. Let's see what else it wants us to do first. But I am definitely going to put in. What am I putting in? I'm putting in some sodium citrate for the cheddar that's being a bit on the stringy side. Alright, so let's do this. And alright. Garlic in the bowl, yes, and we are going to chop. Okay, so it's going to be 3 seconds for
Start cooking
at a pretty high speed. Okay, that was 7. That didn't seem very useful. That did not chop anything. Okay. Let's try again.
Please set time.
Let's chop it for a little longer.
Start cooking.
There it goes. Yeah, it's a little bit slow with because of the cheese that's cooled down on it. Woohoo! All right. Okay, now I need to use the scraper. I guess that's what it's for. There's this one part. Scrape down the sides because all that's kind of went all the way up here. The sides of the bowl. Alright, so what's next? Olive oil. 20 seconds. 20 grams, sorry. Next. Seems like we have a bit of water on the screen. Alright, now we are going to be add bacon. bacon. So, add bacon. 150 grams. Oops, and a little bit more. Alright, so let's have a little extra bacon. We don't want bacon. There we go. Next. 5 minutes.
No hot detected.
Oops, yes. And of course, confirm. Let's go.
Start cooking.
Alright, so the citric, sodium citrate. Sodium citrate is what makes sliced cheese and not stringy and such. That's why I'm putting a few pinches of it in here to try to get the cheese to be more creamy and less stringy. It works a lot better when it's just added to the cheese, not to like an actual soup. In fact, I don't know whether it'll work this way. But we'll see. Yeah, Eva wants to say hi. In fact, I don't even know what pecorino cheese is, so probably the main reason, because I do know that cheddar is going to be stringy like this for sure. Alright, so this has got 3 minutes to cook. And we're going to need 3 eggs. So it needs 3 abused eggs, beaten eggs. I know this is a faux pas, but I'm putting all my eggs in one basket. And this can be thrown away. I'm going to move this over to the stove. I don't think I'll be needing knife. Yeah, so I mean, if I was doing this, I would probably look at the recipe and I would change it myself, because if I don't know what I'm doing, it's great to follow and be able to do it. But for me, this is actually slow. I probably could pump this out in about 20 minutes, pretty quickly on the stove. Yeah, So I'd probably use this more as a like in conjunction with. But I mean, like anything, like online, some recipes are good, some are not as so, not as much. So it's and of course, if you know what you're doing, then you just use it and cook with it. You don't really need to worry about the recipes themselves. You can just cook. So remove measuring cup. And I keep doing that. It says to do something else. I think it asked me to drain the liquid. Okay. This is the release mechanism for this here. I see. I think it's yeah, rendered some of the fats. Okay, 3 beaten eggs. So it's not going to do the beating, so it's you're going to have to do it on your own. So I had a feeling. Of course, it could. Like this is the situation where, like I said, instead of doing it this way, I could have taken this pot off and then put on the other pot, like the one that's still not here, and use the whisk with the eggs, and it could have beaten it for me. But I mean, it's just eggs. So. Alright, 3 beaten eggs, done. More cheese? No, I'm just gonna leave, doesn't even say what kind of cheese, just says cheese. More salt? And eggs. Yeah, and eggs. Adding. Okay.
Waiting on reset.
You know what? I know what I'll do. I'll use a little American cheese. That is going to be nice and smooth. So, what, 90 grams? So let's go for half. And then I'll just put in 4. Yeah, let's put 5. Close enough. Alright, one more. One more would actually make it exactly 90. I think. Alright, pinch of salt, pretty much. About a teaspoon. Quarter teaspoon. And black pepper. And the cooked spaghetti. Okay, so now I have no idea what it means with this. Yeah, well, let's just pour it in. Yeah, but definitely in this case for this pot, I definitely think two pots would have made it a lot easier. Not sure why. Not sure why it just cut you guys off, but all right. So back with the lid, and it's gonna.
Start cooking.
Yeah. In my opinion, for this, probably shouldn't put all the stuff into the liquid. Probably just cook the pasta on its own, and then whatever's left over, drain it off, and then put all that cheese and other stuff in with that meat. At least if you're gonna do it with this. Yeah, just my own 2 cents. But it's looking pretty decent. So now I'm watching it mix through this little hole. The top isn't moving very much. So I am going to have to give it a hand after it stops because it's definitely not enough. Right now it's pretty soupy. Yeah, like I said, probably that water. If you're going to make a pasta, you want to put just enough to cover your the macaroni. Then you'll have like just barely any liquid that's perfect, just enough for like a sauce. This is way. I think they were expecting the egg to maybe thicken it. I'm not sure. I mean, outside of that, it's too soupy. Doesn't look too bad. Right. Let's see. What's this? And then it's going to tell me finished. Yeah. And for me, I am going to try to thicken this. Confirm. So, I'm going to come out of here. I'm just going to cancel this and just cook it. And mode. Right. Kneading, soy milk, steaming, stewing, juicing, chopping, mincing, grinding, mixing, sous vide. I guess I just want regular cooking, so. High temperature, please try again when it has cooled down. Okay, that's too hot apparently. Alright, so right now I'm gonna cook for another couple minutes. So I'll set the time, temperature, with 100. And stirring speed on it faster. Maybe 4. Okay.
No parts detected.
Up. Do it again. At least the thing is safety conscious.
Start cooking.
It's not. There we go. Yeah, on number 4, it's really going. Okay. Maybe.
Pause.
Alright, let's slow it down a little bit more. It's a little too fast.
Start cooking.
Yep. Nice. Okay. Then you can make adjustments on the fly. That was good. Alright, this I think is done. I'm going to make. I'm just going to make a little bit of a cornstarch slurry to try to thicken it up a bit. Or you know what? That's not a good idea. Let's do flour. Flour would make more sense in this. I'm just gonna take some another bowl, or maybe I could just use this bowl. Okay. Flour. Ooh, make a little extra just in case. Kind of like with cornstarch, right? You don't want lumps and such. So give it a little mix. Some cold water. Just me, or is the time go a lot faster on this thing than the actual time? That didn't seem like 2 minutes. Oh, maybe it's just me. Alright, so that was 2 minutes. Let's half of that for now. Yeah, let's try again. This time let's do it quick. Let's go another 2 minutes. 2.5 minutes. Temperature back to 100.
Start cooking.
Let's go. Hopefully that'll thicken it up nicely. Definitely mixing nicely.
Pause.
Thickness. It's getting there. Maybe I think probably can use the whole thing. Alright.
Start cooking.
Alright. One extra step. Also make a nicer creamier, just a stringier with that sodium citrate, and the flour will also help with that too, for sure. Traditionally, flour is the one that's used. There we go. Now it's nice sauce, nice thick sauce. Just out of a soup. All right, I guess I gotta get ready to plate up. Put that on. or something. Nice, something for garnish. Don't have much for in the way of a nice garnish. Chives or a tiny bit of cilantro or parsley. Well, maybe I have some dry parsley. I'll have to check. Parsley. Let's see. Parsley. Aha, I do have some parsley. What do you know? All right. So let's plate this thing. Where is my serving spoon? Ah, yeah. Here. It's a bit heavy. Okay, now it said, oops, I guess I mixed it a little bit too fast. I kind of, okay, that's my fault. I kind of chopped it a little bit. And now I don't have macaroni. I have what almost looks like a salad. But, small one for Eva. See what they think. And like I said, we don't really have a dining room yet, so we just eat in the kitchen right now. Alrighty. This has an auto off. I haven't actually tried turning it off before. It has the sticky feet. Yeah. So. Alright, so I'm just going to leave it. It'll turn itself off. And garnish. Well, I mean, for my first time using it, not too bad. It's a little bit wonky. Some mistakes are on my, most of the mistakes are on my side. Just getting used to the machine. All right, girls, come test her out.
Okay.
Pretty good, actually. Yep. Maybe I'll use something. Maybe a little more salt.
More salt?
No?
This is already enough.
Okay, maybe it's just me. Let's add a little extra. There we go. The cup is in the washing machine here. Washing machine, the dishwasher. Alright, well, here's to my first video made for you guys, and my first real dish with this.